The Public Works and Infrastructure Minister, Dean Macpherson, has laid criminal charges against the suspended Independent Development Trust CEO, Tebogo Malaka, and IDT spokesperson, Phasha Makgolane. The pair face serious allegations of corruption, bribery, collusion, and breaches of multiple acts aimed at curbing financial misconduct in public service.
These actions are not just about one bribe or two individuals. They are about dismantling a culture of impunity that has overtaken parts of the public sector. Ladies and gentlemen, these criminal charges do not exist in a vacuum. They are directly connected to the systematic failures and alleged corruption that we have uncovered in the PwC forensic investigation into the 800 million rand PSA oxygen plant tender.
The minister has called on SAPS to broaden its investigation.
It's my considered opinion that this attempt to buy cooperation is not an isolated incident. It quite possibly extends to unimaginable spaces and individuals. And I have urged the SAPS this morning to uncover the full extent to which the tentacles of corruption have reached. The funding and coordination of social media campaigns aimed at discrediting myself, Ms. Hill, the IDT, and the office that I hold. 3, the role of politically connected individuals and public commentators in amplifying false information to shield wrongdoing and corruption, because that is an accessory to corruption. And 4thly, any other acts of corruption or criminality linked to these attempts to interfere with media freedom and obstruct accountability.
The newly appointed IDT board now faces the monumental task of rebuilding the institution, with disciplinary processes against Malaka set to get underway.
There are conditions that were attached to her suspension. One of those were that she may not leave Gauteng without permission of the board, and that she may not speak to anyone from the IDT. I think it's safe to assume that those two may have already been violated by her being here the day after with an official from the IDT. I have also requested the new board to firstly investigate all contracts that were issued under Ms. Malaka's tenure, to trace the flow of funds linked to these contracts, to identify any additional instances of corruption or abuse, and then to take immediate action against anyone who has been found to be complicit.
The minister further revealed that Malaka allegedly tried to entice Myburgh with promises of future tenders in exchange for ending his reporting and investigations.
I've come to the conclusion that what happened to Mr. Myburgh is not just an isolated incident. I think that there is probably a number of examples where that takes place. And to so brazenly say, give me a contractor and I will make sure that they are awarded, speaks to how rotten the supply chain process is in the IDT from start to finish. If you can give guarantees like that, it means that you are working with a number of people.
Also in the hot seat is IDT spokesperson Phasha Makgolane, allegedly seen in the video presenting the cash bribe to Myburgh. Over 400 IDT employees have now been flagged for lifestyle audits, and the PwC forensic report has been handed over to the SIU, Hawks, SAPS, and the NPA.
I have also laid numerous charges with the police to investigate, firstly, the attempted bribery of Mr. Myburgh, and whether any other journalists were approached or offered similar inducements. And I really do encourage that members of the media, and I know of one who has been approached, to please speak out.
Since the release of the explosive footage, neither Tebogo Malaka nor Phasha Makgolane have publicly responded to the bribery allegations. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Nasiphi Same in Cape Town.